Hello, crafty friends! My name's Alicia, but you can call me Crafty Owl. And welcome to my stop on the December 2024 Oh So Inspired Collaboration Hop. Each month here on YouTube, I host the Oh So Inspired Collaboration. This is when myself and a group of fabulous creators get together to take the same inspiration piece and create something new based upon it. The reason I came up with this is because I feel that no matter our style, our skill level, our preferred choice of media, that we can inspire and be inspired by others. As you hop along today, you're going to see a wide variety of final creations, all based upon the same initial project. To see what everyone else has done, you can check out the playlist or channel link list down in the description box, and I also have the playlist as an end screen at the end of this video. Not only is the hop going to be magnificent, but I know that everybody would love for you to stop by, see what they created, and leave them some love. For December 2024, we were inspired by the card you see on screen now. This was made by Justin A., who is at Just a Note by Justin over on Instagram. I will have his Instagram account and that card linked down in the description box below, so you can go check it out more closely and leave him some love as well. If you've been around my channel long, you know that this card isn't necessarily my style. I usually keep it clean and simple and use lots of pattern paper. But during this month's Crafty Advent livestream, I have been stepping out of my comfort zone and I have been doing lots of splattering. If you want to know more about that, make sure to check out the playlist I have linked below. There is still time to join us and get entered into the end of the month Advent calendar giveaways. Just like in that series, today I'm going to step out of my box, and you might notice in front of me are some things you don't always see me use. Liquid watercolors, distress spritzes, but let me tell you, I had so much fun getting ready for this. I did decide to go ahead and stick with that big bold sunflower from Justin's original piece, and I really loved that blue background that he created. Because I knew getting my sunflower ready, because I didn't have a stamp and the background might take a little bit, I did go ahead and prepare that. Here's a look at the pieces that I prepped ahead of time. I used a layered SVG file from Creative Fabrica to make my big bold sunflower. I made this about 5 inches tall, and to add some more depth and dimension to it, I did some ink blending, splattering, including with fossilized amber distress spritz for some added shine. Now for the center of mine, the SVG file I chose, it was pretty detailed and intricate, so I just punched out a circle of toffee cardstock and did some ink blending and splattering on that. Now if you want to check out this file, I will link it in the description box below. Now I do pay for my own Creative Fabrica account. One time they had me do a video for them where I got like a month free, but I really did enjoy it so much that now each year I renew my subscription. So if you're big into cut files, they even have cross stitch patterns, they have lots of fonts. I hope you'll check them out. I think right now you can get a whole year for like under $50, and there are probably hundreds of thousands of files. So I will have my affiliate link below if you want to check it out. Because I made my flower so big, I figured I could probably make 2 cards today. So I prepped 2 backgrounds. The cardstock started out this color, but I did some ink blending in 2 different shades of blue. I did some splattering in the darkest shade that I ink blended with, and then I used Faded Jeans Distress Spritz for a little shine on that. As you can tell, if you've been around long, this is not my style, but I cannot wait to put this card together. As I get into the process, I will tell you about other products and tools I use, but as always, if I ever leave you with any questions, feel free to leave those in that comment section below, and I'll get back to you just as soon as I can. Let's get crafty! I'm gonna get started by doing something a little scary, and that is slicing my beautiful sunflower in half. I tried to kind of eyeball what half might be and held it very tight while I made the slices. Now I can create 2 cards. Once I brought in those card fronts, I played around a little bit with the orientation and layout, and I decided I would do 1 landscape card and 1 portrait. Once I had that figured out, I brought in my precision glue press, which if you've been watching those Advent videos, you know I'm starting to love this thing. I got adhesive put on the back of each half of my sunflower and placed onto the card fronts, and I let that dry for a little bit. While those are drying, I'm going to work on my sentiments, and for this I'm going to be using a channel member freebie that I gave out a couple months ago. I cut some of the sentiments just in white cardstock so I could make them any color I want. Now if you're not yet a channel member and you want to find out more about this, check out the join button below this video. If you are a channel member, you can check out the membership tab today, or go ahead and visit the blog post and scroll down to the perks links. To color the selected sentiments, I am using a Sponge Dauber and Tailored Expression Snow Cone ink. This is the lighter of the blues that I did the ink blending on my card fronts. And now to color these, all I have to do is get some ink on the sponge, and then I just tap, tap, tap all over each of the sentiments until they're covered. Now this also does give it kind of a distressed look because I didn't make sure to cover everything equally, and I thought that would go well with the backgrounds that I created. Once those were all colored, I brought back in the liquid adhesive and I started adding these to the vellum shadows. Now these sentiments, some of them are in big chunks, some of them are single letters, but because it has that shadow, it is pretty easy to get everything aligned. You just try to get a nice even border around those outside edges. Once those had had time to dry, I got them added to the card fronts. I did try to keep the glue behind where the letter was on the front, just so it wouldn't show through the vellum. To finish off the cards and add a little more sparkle, I brought in Tailored Expressions Gold Glitter Drip Drops, and I scattered some on the front of the cards. Using liquid glue and my jewel picker, I got those adhered in place. I hope you enjoyed seeing how I was inspired to create today's cards. If you did, as always, a thumbs up is appreciated. Now don't forget to visit all of the other videos by using the links below or the end card here in a minute. Until my next video, I hope you're all having a crafty day. Bye-bye. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch all the way to the end of the video. I hope now you'll consider clicking on one of the videos or playlists I have linked above. And if you are interested in any of the products or tools I used in today's video, I do have some links in the description box below.